go. Alrighty. There we go. Alrighty, I think I have everything going. Oh god. Fear, yeah, I got that. What's the delay on this? So right now it's 7:13. Oh. Thanks. Thanks, Artem. Alrighty, I got this going. This is the resource reel. So, I've only been up for about half an hour. I'm sorry. So I'm not awake. I went to bed at 2:30. Yeah, oh god. Yeah. So right now I'm on the, at least, you want me to switch over? Yeah. Well, the problem with the problem with a lot of people like this is they think spaceflight's magic. So, wait, come on. What a full HD. Oh, it's only 720. Okay. uh, Morning Carp Comet. I'm not a morning person, I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna switch over to... Okay, so this is NASA TV. I'm watching Battleship, the movie with Taylor Kitsch. You know, when I did Science Olympiad back in the day, there was one thing I did was called remote sensing, which is ironic now considering what I do, well, want to do. And the bonus questions were all about that movie, which I hadn't seen, but I guessed what was wrong with using Landsat 7 just by default, which I think is funny. So I've been hearing right now with SLS, apparently they found a crack, and one of the engines isn't chilling properly. And, let me check. No crack. Great. So stress crack in the foam? That's great. So engine 3 is being a bitch right now. So, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I've seen that. It was a while. It was a long time ago. Yeah, so certain. Yeah. Well, see. Yeah, well, because of course I'm watching it. That's why it's not going to happen. You know what's funny? I watched the first green run. That had to abort, a minute in. I didn't watch the second one, and it worked fine. So, we'll see how this goes. Ooh, that's a nice view. Oh, and you can see if you look at the struts, how they're kind of tilted upward. Oh, it's so weird. Get off the live stream. Is it my face? No. This is what we're watching. This is public TV, okay? This thing's just huge. You got the sparkers down here. Sound, what's a sound suppression? That's a camera, I think. So that'll be interesting to see. Oh, well, tough. Ugh. So it sounds like we're still on a hold. So, yeah, I didn't watch the second green run back, last year? When was the green run? Yeah, the shuttle was a bit finicky every launch, so SLS has been doing pretty well though for its like wet dress rehearsals. It did 2. The shuttle did like 5. Oh,
Launch control at T-minus 40 minutes and holding. I just spoke with Launch Director Charlie Blackwell-Thompson, who said that her team is still working on a troubleshooting plan for engine number 3 that had the issue with the engine bleed. She's still waiting for more information about that. Engineers are still discussing it and going over some modeling and data. And once they have that ready, they're going to come back to her and have a discussion. And so she says that she's awaiting that, and we are standing by.
cool.
Again, at T-minus 40 minutes. We'll have more information when we get it.
Thanks, Daryl. Daryl Nail. I've never heard that name before. So the earliest launch would have been 7:33 for me here right now at Central Time in 13 minutes. So that's not happening. So we're still at T-minus 40 for whenever. How far could it go with just 3 RS-25s? Not very far. I thought the launch window was 2 hours. Either way, I do the 8-hour workday. Normally do 8 to 4, but if we push it, I'll see if I can get to about 9 a.m. Ooh, that's a nice view too. Look at that. You can see the venting. Oh, this is a great view. And you can see, look, there's things that move on tracks, and there's plumbing and all that fun stuff. And remember, you're like 20 seconds behind me. Just to know that. Just remember that. Oh, that's a nice view. I'm excited. But come on, Engine 3. Be cool. Yeah. Hey, yeah, you've had a lot of time to model these vehicles, so Morning. Yeah, it's possible we won't see a launch today. Engine 3 is being fun. So we make it. We cool. We're all cool except Engine 3. It's a shame, but it's a new launch vehicle. Morning. Yeah. So the real question is, how many people are puckered for this? You know? Because I remember James Webb got a lot of people. There were a lot of diamonds made when James Webb launched. So. How long does RS-25 need code for? I have no idea. I haven't been following any of these things. I read about, I've been reading about, E prime Eagle family. I've been reading about that. So which one's engine number 3 then? Is it the one that's hiding? Wait, which one has frost on it? That one's got frost on it. That one's got frost. That one doesn't have frost on it. Oh, there's frost. So one of these engines is not behaving. Just, we gotta go slap it. But hey, James Webb worked, so. Yeah, I'm nervous for this one too. It's, because if this doesn't work, then our program's kind of, in bit jeopardy. My God, if you think SpaceX fanboys are horrible now, imagine if Artemis 1 fails. Ooh, I like this view. You can see the liquid oxygen line. You got the cable race. That's the port booster, because it's got the big stripe on it. Is that taped on? NASA! I know we had budget cuts, but geez. The checkers are for flight monitoring, for cameras. Yeah, so what they're going to use these for camera tracking. So you have reference points on the booster. You know exactly where this is, so you can monitor roll and pitch, and you can see how it moves in vehicle dynamics in flight. So I'm going to fix this. Where's the camera aimed? There we go. That's better. Morning. How many people are watching this? 56. That's what I've ever had. This isn't just a grain cell. That's quite. Doesn't SpaceX want to do a static fighter test today? I think that's because they're petty, honestly. But weather too, of course. Why not? Probability of failing. I put it really low. Low probability of failure. It's as long as NASA doesn't get go fever and try to push a launch when they clearly can't, I think we'll be fine. Core stage can be tanked 20 times, and it's only been tanked, I think, 5 or 6 times. So I know they did a wet dress rehearsal for the green run. They did 2 green runs. They've done 2 wet dress rehearsals, and now it's tanked right now. So, oh, yeah, I remember to like, 63, my gosh, this is, I mean, I should start playing Kerbal Space Program. You're watching this from India, that's great. I missed the last launch, the SSLV, and they announced what's wrong with Engine 3. So it seems like it's venting hydrogen, which it shouldn't be doing it. So, which is a bit of an issue. You don't want it to do that. I do like this view, though. Morning. So they're probably not going to launch today if Engine 3s continue to act like a jerk, which is convenient. So, morning, Germany. Ooh. Windows open for I think 2 hours, and it's starting in about 6 minutes. So, I'm not going to be here for the full 2 hours. I'll, if we're not going to scrub, I'll be done by 8:30. If there's no scrub, probably 9 a.m. I have a job. So, I have a job. I do the whole 9 to 5 thing. I need to be on, technically on the Arsenal from 9 to 3. So, I gotta, Turkey. Ooh, aren't they going to the moon too? They're working on some booster program. Alrighty. Well, no, the warp system is not armed on this thing. I think it's armed in terms of like the programming, but I think this is the LAS is not active. So, Brazil, yeah. Alcantara, you got your own launch site. It's a shame you're not using it. Yeah, let's see, it was the VLS, but that blew up and killed a bunch of people, and no one's been able to launch from there yet. I know they wanted to launch cyclones and protons from Alcantara, but that might not happen now. But hey, give enough money, and I'll be launching from there. So we got ourselves a lovely view today at, for Artemis. Well, I got nothing else to do except look at chat. So let's see what does Twitter have to say? Is anyone being dumb on the internet? I noticed someone posted anti-SLS stuff, yesterday. So I gotta respond to that at the end of the month. Next month, not this month. So it seems. Okay, so weather is a no-go. Well, the LAS will come off. It's just it won't do an abort. Yeah, you can. That's what the abort system's for. It's meant if hey something goes wrong, capsule gets pulled away. It's not going to be fun for the astronauts, but it's better than dying. So. Hey, there's a helicopter. Yeah, I am legally required. Oh, there's a rain shower coming. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Ah, jeez. And let's see, take that Darwin is. Yeah. So it looks like engine 3 might be and the weather is probably going to end it. Well, weather is probably not promising. Engine 3 is not promising, so we're probably not going to see. We're probably not going to see a launch today, because that would be convenient for me. Nothing official yet. Nothing yet. So. The real engineering, yeah. The anti-SLS crowd will never be appeased, by the way. It sounds like there's no launch today, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe Engine 3 will wake up. Maybe its alarm didn't get set properly. You see, Alcantara. Well, see, again, give me enough money, I'll launch from Alcantara. See, is there anything going on? Any confirmations? Still hearing nothing. Who knows? Yeah, yeah. There's been basically an entire religion that's sprung up around SpaceX, and it's really, 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 really annoying. Yeah, it's weird because I was in the same room as the ICPS and the Orion stage adapter 4 years ago. I've seen this in person, up close. I was 5 feet away. I didn't get any pictures because I was so nervous about that. Yeah, everyday astronaut. Again, everyday astronaut would have never gotten a Starbase tour if he'd been ever been critical of Elon Musk. It's basically a religion at this point. So, right, Elon Musk will never invite me to go there. So, yeah, SpaceX is the best and worst thing to happen to spaceflight advocacy. It's great because you prove that private rocket companies can actually succeed. The problem is, it's what is the worst fandoms there is for private spaceflight. You know, had Beale survived, we'd been a lot. We would not be in this situation. Well, the Musk fandom thinks that Starship will magically be able to take over for Orion, which it can't. Why not just build Saturn V again? So if you look at the original studies for what would become SLS, there were three options: clean sheet Saturn V design, this, or a monstrosity made of commercial rocket parts. So building one of the commercial rocket parts is a dumb idea, so you're stuck with build this or build Saturn V. And the thing is that if you build a clean sheet Saturn V, you talk about building new engines, you talk about building new structures, right? It's an entirely new launch vehicle. Now, you can optimize the entirely new launch vehicle for your purposes, but with a flat funding cycle, that's not really practical. Now, doing SLS, what we got was we still have RS-25, so we have engines that work. We have engines that work, we have the tooling, we have the people, right? It's just, you're still building a brand new launch vehicle effectively, but you theoretically have the tools and know-how already, so it should be easier. So, we went with this. Let's see. This is not KSP2, no, that's nowhere near ready. Let's see.
This is Artemis Launch Control with an update. Launch Director Charlie Blackwell Thompson has called a scrub.
Oh, scrub.
Today. Again, Launch Director Charlie Blackwell Thompson has called a scrub of the attempt to launch of Artemis 1 and the Space Launch System with Leo spacecraft.
Oh yeah, that is.
What came up was an engine bleed that couldn't be remedied, but the rocket is currently in a stable configuration.
Good.
It was mostly tanked, but not completely tanked. Engineers are now working on a plan to continue gathering data about this particular engine and the bleed that didn't work out.
Dang.
The rocket, the hydrogen bleed rather was a goal of the previous wet dress rehearsal.
Oh, so okay.
It happened due to a hydrogen leak, so engineers are focused on gathering as much data as they can at this time, so they have not gone to draining the rocket just yet. They're going to keep it in its current configuration and gather that data. To summarize, we held at T-minus 40 minutes and counting after the team was unable to get past engine bleed that didn't show the right
Give it a Band-Aid.
temperature once they got into the engine bleed test. And ultimately, the launch director has called a scrub for the day. The earliest opportunity, depending on what happens with this engine bleed, would be September 2nd. That is available to the launch team. However, we will await a determination of what the plan is to go forward to remedy the engine bleed.
Can you hear this, by the way?
Go from there. Again, an availability to launch. The next availability to launch is 12:48 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, September 2nd. But we must wait to see what shakes out from their test data they're currently gathering now, and the decision that's made by the launch team about where to go from here. We appreciate you watching NASA TV and our coverage of the Artemis 1 launch attempt. This is Gerald Nail with NASA Communications signing off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
Oh, I should turn that off. Oh, yeah, probably. Okay, yeah, oh, I had turned that down a lot. Oh, well, what's going on? Well, we just had a launch scrub for the day. Engine 3 is being mean. So, yeah, well, actually, these delays are getting pretty shorter now. We got a T-minus 40, so hopefully whatever this engine bleed problem is easily fixable. See, I'll be able to watch it, but I won't stream the next launch attempt, because that's, what, 11:48 in the morning? I have a job, people. So, I'll keep going for the next 10, 20-ish minutes. Just, you know. Yeah. Alrighty. So this launch has been scrubbed. That's a bummer, but you know, I like all my engines working. Yeah. In SpaceX, didn't their chopsticks like destroy a scaffolding the other day? So, you know. How many people are watching this? What's wrong with all you people? 74! Isn't this great? Oh, and Ares 1, I think they did the analysis on the wrong SRBs. So, we'll see. I have to dig into that. I have to do a Know Your Rocket on those eventually. Yeah, so there was one version of it that was made of like Delta 4 parts and Atlas 5 boosters, like using Atlas 5s as boosters. I'd have to look for that document again, which I haven't been, because I've been reading about composite pressure-fed vessels and launch vehicles, and I've been modeling solid rocket motors in Blender, so. Yes, the Ares Know Your Rocket will be at some point in this. I did actually do the math on this. It will take me about 30 years to do all the rockets in Know Your Rocket. But for Know Your Rocket, I'm going to skip, I'm not going to do SLS. I'm not going to do the Space Shuttle. I'm not going to do Saturn V. I'm not going to do Falcon 9. If it's flying now, I'm not going to talk about it. Show us the Blender stuff? Okay. Let me go to this right now. Multi-cell tanks. I've heard about that. I've seen some of the old NOVA studies that talked about it. I think that was the plan for the Swords launch vehicle, but it ended up being way too expensive. Alright. Solid motors. So we got ourselves a Castor 120. It's very simple looking. Then we got a Castor 120 XL, a bigger one. Then we got ourselves the AJ260, that was tested, not the actual one. They should be way cheaper, but swords actually proved they wouldn't be. It depends on what you're doing. With swords, which I will cover within the next year, I think. It wasn't. So we got SRBs. I don't know about the... not sure about the feed line. I remember that was a while ago. Yeah, it's probably because he didn't do proper pressure testing. Again, SpaceX seems to be trying to avoid as much testing as possible. It seems like. So, why is my phone vibrating? That's my mother. I only made one. I didn't make that many. But yeah, so this is what I used to make the. Yeah, swords was really small. It was supposed to put 25 kilograms into space. I think killing Ares 1 was the right call. It's hard to say. I'd have to dig into that. The problem was just... The big problem is trying to make space programs that last more than one presidential administration. So you have the 3-segment. I used this for SRBX. This is an AJ2... I found a paper for the AJ260. This is what they were going to build. I have for the number of spin tests. I don't know because most space programs are incredibly private with their testing, so it's hard to say. So yeah, this is the AJ260. So this is 260 inches across. This is an Orbis 21D motor. So I found schematics for these. So I'll texture these more properly once I get better images of them. You got Orbis 7. Give it a second. Now this one was I made for the AMROC Know Your Rocket. Orbis 21S, this was also for the AMROC Know Your Rocket. And look, I actually put the little, this is actually stage 3 of the Aquila. This is Star 48. Star 63, which it's just fat. Look how fat that thing is. Star 37V. This is a common one. So this is the, I think this is the PAM, Payload Assist Module. Next launch opportunity for SLS is September 2nd at 11:38 Central Time. But it depends on what's wrong with Engine 3 and the weather. Then this is a Star 27V. Then I started modeling some spacecraft, but I'm trying to find dimensions for things. So like this is the Rosetta spacecraft. This is the satellite bus for Rosetta. I haven't done any texturing. Same with Dawn. Well, I did some texturing. I gotta fix some of it, but we're going down. This is the dish. I gotta move these things around. I started trying to make Near Shoemaker, but did I ever do oh, Star 4G? Yeah, it's so cute. It's like this big. You ever do math work on fusion cell engines? No. Should have stuck with Ares. Well, I think we'd actually still be waiting for Ares 5. The real problem with Ares 5 was using RS-68 to have to build a new engine. And yeah, launch scrubbed. Engine 3 was bleeding. I had bleed problems, so we're not doing it. I will not be live again for the next one because I have a job. I will be at work. Yeah, let's pull up the. Look at this. Look at this. Shuttle SRB. Look at this thing. It's all one part. Look at that. Amazing. We made a blunder rocket animation for your IT. That sounds sad. I'm trying to improve my Blender work, as you've probably seen in my. I don't have enough time to react to some vids. I'm gonna sign off at about 8, so we're not gonna do that today. I got a job. No, I don't want to become unemployed. I have a mortgage. I have to pay for my master's degree and my new HVAC. That's what I've been doing. I'll do another live stream at the end of September, I think, because I know there's the real engineering video that's an atrocity. Yeah, again, it's a public space program. It's gonna be expensive no matter what. That's kind of the problem. Save. The next launch, no, well, 11:38 Central Time, as in me, for me, because we all know, me, I'm important. There we go. Why SLS SRBs are not reusable? That's because reusing the SRBs was more expensive than it was worth. Because you think about it, you have, right, it's just a metal tube when they recover them filled with gunk. So to recover them, take a ship out, go fish them out of the water, drag them back, and then scrape out everything and put new stuff in, costs too much. Yeah, you're pretty much only reusing a can. So, and I think they'd be farther down range this time, so it's just, recovery just becomes not an option. Oh, and this video I'm using, this animation, you can find it on NASA's image gallery, which is really hard to use. There. I do like this new animation they put out. Oh, where I found all my footage? Oh, there's a lovely place. Let me go. YouTube. So, oh, someone's making a live stream. That's me. So. I'm going to right now. Quiet. So for where's OBS? There we go. So I go to NASA Marshall, and you can search for. I think it's wait. Can't you search? You gotta be kidding me! I thought you could search inside this. Home search. Yeah, so like, okay, so NASA Marshall, Saturn. I can't spell. So, right, you can find these quarterly film reports. That's what I've been doing. That's where I get some of my footage from, right? Because it's all public domain. So, yeah, so you could get.
Earlier this report...
I don't care. Alright. You can see, oh look. See, here's some tanks. Here's a technician. He's not smoking. You know? And then there's, I guess, some engine test footage, the quarterly reports, that kind of fun stuff. Then there's the, what are they called? Air and Space Museum. The Air Force, let me find it. Then we have these people, the Air Force Space and Missile Museum Foundation. They've got plenty of videos. Like here's some, you know, like engineering string out footage of a Titan IV. Do I see a future for government-owned launchers? Yeah, of course I do. It's a public space program. We should always have a government launcher of some form. So here's what we could have seen today. Look, fire! Look! Fire. Is this the right speed? Yes. Right, look, Titan IV, look at that. Just look at that. So there's that LR-97, you can see the SRBs. You have these umbilicals coming. This is what we could have seen today. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this. Oh yeah, the Titan is really cool. Great rocket. Shame the Titan IV was such a disaster in terms of production. They by the end of it, there's just such bad quality control. That's why they lost one of them. Their wires didn't work. I don't have a master's thesis, actually. I went with the non-thesis option, which is kind of funny because my designing a better OTRAG might qualify as one. Oh well. I'm gonna make it up for the next try. September tooth. I have no idea. It depends on what the problem with engine 3 is. Hopefully it's something easy that can be fixed on the pad, but you never know. Well, the problem with asbestos, you know, is it's really good. Yeah, this is on mute because I want to keep things on mute. Just you know, so all you have to do is listen to my voice. Look at that thing go. Yes, this is where I get some of my other footage that I'm going to be using. And I think NASA also has some resource reels you can look at. I could change that, but I think that it'd have to be like specific thesis classes. I'd have to go in and say, hey, I want to do a thesis, and say, okay, well, here's an advisor. You got to do these 12 different things. So, you know, it's really kind of hard. I think I'm somewhere near halfway done with my master's anyway. So it's like well, so here's the liquid oxygen line. I think this is liquid oxygen line for the Titan. Or it could be or it's hydrogen. Whoop. Well, that's fine. To do heat transfer, I get. Yeah, heat transfer is witchcraft to me. Yeah, Everyone forgets. Oh, and look, so here's some good structures stuff for you. Look at those struts. They're just angled. It's great. And there's some tile, insulation tile, and fueling lines, and oh, just look at that thing go. Oh yeah. Here's both my hands just for reference. Well, it's 7:57. 3 more minutes, and then I gotta get to work, which is just over there. I've been cleaning up my desk. Did some cleaning yesterday. I moved my workstation over there because normally you just put the monitor right here in front of the TV, and it's like, then I can't jam to my pirate metal during work. So. Ariane 6, can't wait to see that launch. It's a good upgrade from Ariane 5. Can't wait to see that bad boy fly. Oh, good engineering string outs. Ooh, this is a good one. I think that, well, they had to keep tanking on LH2 for all of these, so I think that might be, I once found the diagram to what all those were. I once knew where all those like fill lines used to be. I could find that again if I tried, but cameras when filming rocket launches from close up, yeah, are they armored? Yeah, they're put in boxes. Some of them have flaps to cover them. Others don't make it. So there's the hydrogen vent line right there from the Centaur. So this is a Centaur launch because this right here is the Centaur. So yes, one of these is liquid oxygen, the other one's liquid hydrogen. I think that's LOX, that's hydrogen. Yep, launch was scrubbed. So now we're just watching Titan 4 footage. Until 8, and then I will not be doing another live stream because it's in the middle of the workday for me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. This is B-41 Milstar Engineering Strikeout. Huh. There were proposals for a Titan 5. It sounds like an all-hydrogen system. The problem is, by the end of its life, Titan 4 was just a disaster. So, the quality control at the production facility was just miserable. They lost like three in a row. So, yeah, it didn't do so hot. So this right here is the air conditioning line. This is the air conditioning line for the Milstar. That's what this is. Then you got all the different plugs and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, Centaur's amazing. Whoop. Yeah. Well, it is 8 a.m., so I'm going to be... We'll wait for this to launch, and I will be kind of closing out. So, final thoughts for the day. Shame we didn't get to see a launch. Hopefully they fix Engine 3. I won't be live streaming the next launch attempt. If there's one on, I think the one on the 5th is in the evening, so I might try to do that. I'm going to do a Know Your Rocket in about 2 weeks. Then there's going to be a live stream at the end of September-ish. I'll tell you when that is. Next video with my face in it. It's going to be Can You DIY Mercury Atlas? That's going to be in October. What was Centaur? Oh, Centaur was going to keep going because Centaur flies on Atlas as well. This was a special Centaur, Centaur T, which is derivative from Centaur G. So, alright. Alrighty, folks. That's it for now. That's it for today. Have fun. I've got to work, or at least pretend to. Do I have anything to do this week? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, the thing I have to do this week is... it keeps getting pushed back, so... yes, it'll be the the E-Prime Eagle family of rockets, which is... It's made of Peacekeeper missile parts. Then I'm going to do Pack Astro, and it's going to be Can You DIY Mercury Atlas, then it's going to be Kistler, Can You Designing a Better OTRAG, and then the Beale Aerospace Know Your Rocket in January, which, oh, that does remind me. Okay, one more thing, just one more thing. Google. Okay, one more thing. No, go to Drive. Gotta be careful with this, because... Open. Go to the folder. Where are those pictures? I went to Dallas 2 weeks ago, and I got some interesting pictures. No, I'm not going to talk about Centaur, except in the context of like CELV and those. Come on! Open! Okay. I saw this 2 weeks ago in Dallas. So... Why is this going slowly? Here's the thing. I don't want to be late to work. I can be... It's open. As long as I start work at 9, I'm fine. So I saw this the other day. Yes. I was probably the only person there that's ever been there to see this specifically. So... You'll be seeing this in more of this in January. So, yeah, Beale Aerospace is interesting. And one of my subscribers was the former director of engineering there, so I'll be talking to him, hopefully, about Beale. So I took a bunch of pictures of this. It's 9 here. Well, for me, it's 8:04 in the morning, so I'm still clear. I took so many pictures of this thing. Oh, and that's the SPS, I don't care. Yeah, oh look, Apollo 7, that's also there. Yeah. Beale's doing launch... I don't care, that's Apollo... No, go away, Apollo 7. No, I don't care anymore. Yeah, then they got this outside. It's just huge. This is just sitting outside in Dallas. It's just sitting there. Yeah, Beale is technically the last big dumb booster. Well, until, you know, someone gets enough money for it. So 1505. Oh gosh, you're doing military stuff. Immaterial. Immanterum. Oh god, I can't speak. It's in the morning. So yeah, Beale's interesting. I'll be covering it in January. So no, where's a good where's the external shot? Where's my good? I don't want to go back to my album because my brother's in some of these pictures and I don't want to show him. But there, see? There. Now, how many people? 35 people now, so this is like a normal stream. So, yeah, look at that. $23.06. Oh gosh. Well, so I think this is a good thing to end. Why am I roasting? What's the temperature in here? It's like 80. Ugh. Well, actually, Beale was planning to do some reuse at some point. Big Dumb Booster is actually probably better for reuse than other systems, but we'll talk about that when I do the Big Dumb Booster Know Your Rocket next year, late next year. I think it's when it's going to show up. So I'll talk about it. Well, everyone, I think this is actually it. This is the actual end of the stream today. So I hope everyone is having a good time. Has a good time. Yes, again, so I'm taking this picture, it's at eye level, right? So Yep. My eye level's about here. It's just big. I wish I brought my tape measure. Honestly. So, yeah. Shame Artist one didn't launch. Good thing it's, No, you hang up first. Alright. Well, bye everyone. I'm gonna end stream in 10 seconds. Yeah, it's case by case, but BDB is case by case, but I think, give me enough money, I'll build one. Okay, everyone. Goodbye. Bye, good night, good morning. Oh yeah, F1s are great too. Yes. Good night, John Boy. Night Gilligan. Night Skipper. Night Marianne. Alrighty. End stream in 3, 2. Yes, end. There we go.